This morning, as you sit here and listen to my voice, I want you to understand something with great clarity. You have not arrived here by accident. There is no such thing as chance in this world. Every meeting, every word you hear, every impulse that draws you toward a new idea is an unfolding of the state you now occupy. If you are here with me, it is because something within you has awakened. Something in you is ready, ready to receive, ready to expand, ready to step into a richer experience of life. I have said many times in my lectures that man moves according to the state he inhabits. You could not have pressed play. You could not have opened your morning to these words unless you were inwardly prepared to hear them. This is your sign of readiness, not a readiness you force, but one that arises naturally from within. You are here because a deeper part of you has chosen abundance. You are here because the pattern of your consciousness has shifted. You are here because something in you already knows that life can be richer, fuller, more generous, and that you are worthy of receiving it. This is the first truth I want you to grasp today. Your consciousness is the cause of all that you experience. The outer world, with all its seeming solidity, is but a reflection, a shadow cast by the inner state you occupy. If you want a new world, you must assume a new state. And the very fact that you are listening to these words at the dawn of a new day tells me and should tell you that a new state is already forming in the depths of your being. You are ready. Not tomorrow, not one day when you feel more confident or more capable. You are ready now. Take a breath and allow that truth to settle into you as we begin this morning's journey together. As the world awakens and the light of a new day begins to touch your room, I want you to consider this simple but profound idea. Each morning is a birth, not a continuation of yesterday, not the repetition of old stories, but a true beginning. When you open your eyes at dawn, you stand at the threshold of a clean, untouched page, a page upon which you alone may write. No man can write it for you. No external circumstance has the power to dictate what must appear upon it. It is your page, your morning, your creation. You see, the moments just after waking are a sacred interval. In this soft and gentle state, your mind has not yet fully clothed itself in the habits of yesterday. You stand between worlds, half in the silence, half in the physical, and in this delicate space, the subconscious is unusually receptive. This is why I speak to you now, because in these early moments, you are impressionable in the most beautiful sense of the word. Your inner being is ready to receive new assumptions, new feelings, new truths. The soil of your subconscious is fresh, moist, fertile, ready for seeds of abundance, worthiness, and wealth to be planted without resistance. So before we go any further, I want you to simply breathe. Inhale slowly and exhale gently. Let the breath soften your shoulders. Let it release the residue of yesterday. Let it remind you that life is always beginning again. Do not rush. This morning is not something to conquer. It is something to enter, to slip into as one enters warm water, without effort, without tension. Feel your body settling. Feel your heart opening like a flower, facing the first light of the sun. Allow yourself to be still. In this stillness, a new creation is already forming. Not by force, not by struggle, but by the quiet acceptance that you are free to choose the state you will inhabit today. And in choosing that state, you choose the world that will meet you. You are the beginning of your day. You are the cause of the experiences that will unfold. And it all starts now, in this breath, in this moment, in this quiet morning space, where imagination becomes reality. Now, as you rest in this gentle waking state, let me speak to you of a law older than scripture and more intimate than breath, the law of assumption. I have said it countless times in my lectures, and I will say it again now, for it is the foundation of all creation. What you assume to be true, that you become, not what you hope for, not what you beg for, not what you work yourself into exhaustion trying to achieve, but what you quietly, confidently assume in the depths of your being. Assumption is the invisible mold into which life must pour itself. It is the silent command that shapes your experiences, your encounters, your opportunities. And there is no moment in the day more potent for assumption than these tender early hours, when the mind is not yet crowded with concerns, when the senses have not fully claimed your attention, when the world has not yet reminded you of yesterday's habits, the morning becomes a doorway. In this doorway, you may choose, deliberately, lovingly, the state you will wear for the rest of the day. Will you wear wealth? Will you wear abundance? Will you walk as one who is favored, secure, and guided? Because hear me well, the state you choose now will magnetize the entire day toward itself. The imagination used in the morning is not weak or casual. It is the steering wheel of the day. It directs conversations before they happen. It attracts opportunities you cannot yet see. It arranges encounters, decisions, and moments that will seem like luck to those who do not understand the law. So I ask you now, in this quiet hour, when the world is still soft, what are you assuming? Are you assuming abundance? Then abundance must meet you. Are you assuming security? Then security must surround you. Are you assuming that today will unfold in your favor? Then life must bend itself to fulfill that expectation. Assume your wealth in these early moments, and the day will rise to match it. Assume your worthiness, and every hour will echo it. Assume your abundance, and the world will rearrange itself in ways your reason could never predict. For imagination, especially in the morning, is the author of experience. Now let us move deeper. Now let us speak of the most sacred pair of words in the human tongue. Two words that precede every creation, shape every destiny, and reveal the true nature of God within man. I am. In all my years of teaching, I have said nothing more important than this. Your I am is the creative center of your world. Whatever you place after those words, knowingly or unknowingly, becomes the seed from which your reality grows. In these morning hours, when the mind is clear and the subconscious is open, every use of I am becomes a command, a decree, a creative act. Your thoughts now are not idle, they are seeds, sacred seeds, planted in the most fertile soil of the day. If you say, I am tired, you give life to tiredness. If you say, I am worried, you cultivate more worry. If you say, I am lacking, the world echoes that lack. But if, in this quiet dawn, you choose differently, if you choose to speak from the state you wish to embody, then the world must reshape itself to mirror that new inner assumption. So let me guide you. Take a slow breath in, let it fall gently, and allow the words to rise within you, not as empty statements, but as living truths. Let them clothe your consciousness as a garment. Repeat softly in your mind, or simply let the feeling wrap around you. I am wealthy. Not I will be. Not I hope to be. I am. I am abundant. I walk this day as one who is favored, blessed, supported. I am secure. My world is stable because my consciousness is stable. I am guided. Everything I need comes to me at the perfect moment. Feel how these words settle into you, not as wishes, but as facts accepted in the silence of your being. I am is not a phrase of future longing, it is a declaration of present identity, and identity is creation. If you begin your day with I am abundance, your steps will follow abundance. Your conversations will reflect abundance. Your opportunities will respond to abundance. Every thought you allow in these morning moments is a seed. The seed does not question how it will grow, nor where the sun will come from. It simply knows its nature and expresses it. Choose your seeds with intention. Now settle a little deeper. You have laid the foundation with your I am. And now we allow the body and the mind to move together into a state of quiet receptivity. Take a slow breath in, hold it for a gentle moment, and let it fall softly, like a curtain closing at the end of a play. Again, inhale, let your chest rise, and exhale, releasing every remnant of tension you carried from yesterday. Feel your body becoming lighter, as though the morning air itself were lifting you. Feel the stillness around you, the soft hush of dawn before the world fully wakes. In this stillness, you are closest to your true power. Let your awareness move gently through your body, your shoulders softening, your hands relaxing, your breath flowing naturally. Now, with your eyes closed or softly lowered, I want you to step inward, not with force, not with effort, but with the same ease with which one walks into a familiar room. And in this room of imagination, allow me to show you something very simple. First, see money, not in a frantic rush, not in a desperate grasp, but flowing toward you like a calm, steady current. See it as light, as water, as energy, moving effortlessly in your direction. Not because you chase it, but because you attract it. Because abundance moves toward the one who assumes abundance. Now shift the scene. Imagine a door before you. Solid, beautiful, inviting. It does not resist you. It does not test you. It stands ready to open. See your hand reach out, effortlessly turning the handle. The door swings open smoothly, as though it has been waiting for you all along. Behind it, feel opportunity, not as a distant dream, but as a presence, a warmth, a certainty. Now breathe again, slowly. Let the next scene unfold. Feel recognition, not from others, but from within yourself. A recognition of worth, of readiness, of belonging. Let that feeling wash over you like sunlight. You are safe, you are supported, you are prosperous in the quietest, most natural way. These micro scenes are not fantasies. They are impressions, the impressions that shape the substance of your world. And as you ease into them, the subconscious accepts them quietly, faithfully, without resistance. You are preparing the inner ground for the next phase. Affirmations spoken not as wishes, but as truths you have already tasted in imagination. When you're ready, we will move on into identity. Now that your mind is calm, and your inner world is beginning to take form, like the first light spreading gently across the horizon. Let us move to the very heart of this morning's work, identity. For years, in small rooms and quiet halls, I told my students a truth that very few grasp the first time they hear it. Desire is only the spark, but assumption is the flame that transforms your life. To desire is to stand outside the door of your own blessing, looking in. To assume is to walk through the door and sit at the table as though you belong there. To desire is to say, I wish. To assume is to say, I am. This is the great secret of creation, the one principle upon which all others rest. You do not manifest what you want, you manifest what you are. And so I ask you, quietly and sincerely, who are you this morning? Not who were you yesterday, not who your bank account insists you are, not who your past mistakes whisper that you must remain, but who do you choose to be in the silence of your being, in this sacred fertile moment where the world has not yet taken shape. Because when you adopt the identity of the one who already possesses wealth, peace, success, or love, something truly remarkable occurs. Your decisions begin to shift effortlessly, not because you are trying to behave differently, but because the one who has does not live or act like the one who longs. Opportunities begin to appear, not as sudden miracles, but as natural consequences of your new inner stance. People respond to you in a new way, not because they have changed, but because they are now encountering a different version of you. Identity is the root. Effort is merely the branches, and no amount of effort can compensate for a root planted in the wrong soil. So now, let us take a deliberate breath and clothe ourselves in the identity of abundance, not as a trick, not as flattery, but as the revelation of who you truly are beneath all old assumptions. Let the following words rise gently within you, not as recitations, but as the natural voice of your true self. I am wealthy. Feel that truth settle into your chest like a quiet certainty. Not loud, not strained, simply true. I am abundant this morning. Abundance is the very air you breathe. It surrounds you, fills you, sustains you. I am favored. You walk as one for whom doors open easily, as one who moves through life with an invisible wind at his back. I am chosen, not by chance, not by fate, but chosen by your own consciousness to experience the riches of life. Do not underestimate the power of these simple declarations. Identity is far more potent than effort. Identity is the blueprint from which your world is built. A man who sees himself as rich will, without strain, take actions consistent with wealth. A woman who assumes she is favored will move with a quiet dignity that invites blessings. One who believes he is chosen will walk into every room expecting good, and he will meet it. So assume the state now. Wear it like a garment. Let it cling to you softly, naturally, as breath clings to life. Identity creates reality. And this morning, in this sacred beginning, you have chosen wisely. Now let us turn once more to a principle I taught in the old lecture halls many years ago. A principle whispered in scripture, hidden in parables, and overlooked by nearly everyone who hears it. It is subtle, yet it is among the most powerful laws in all mystical understanding, the law of reversibility. You see, in this world, every effect has its cause, and every cause contains within it the pattern of its effect. This law declares something beautifully simple. If a physical effect can generate a feeling, then that feeling, once recreated, becomes the cause of the physical effect. This is the great secret behind effortless manifestation. If the arrival of money would bring you peace, then peace, felt sincerely in the present moment, begins to draw money toward you, as surely as a magnet draws iron. If abundance, once realized, would make you feel spacious, free, unburdened, then freedom, accepted internally before the evidence appears, must bring abundance into form. If success would make your body relax, your breath deepen, your heart lighten, then relaxation, deep breathing, and lightness of heart become the very doorways through which success enters your world. This is not wishful thinking. This is not fantasy. This is law, and law remains law, whether or not one understands it. And the morning, this soft, receptive, sacred interval, is the most ideal time in all the day to practice it. So now, do something very gentle with me. Place your awareness softly on your chest. Feel the subtle rise and fall of your breath, and with your next exhale, allow a wave of relief to move through you. Not a dramatic release, not a forced sigh, just a quiet, honest softening. That tiny feeling, that simple ease, is the unmistakable signal of abundance. It is the inner recognition that all is well, that life is supporting you, that nothing essential is missing, that the universe is not working against you, but unfolding for you through you as you. Now, deepen that feeling, seal just a little. Imagine you have just received good news, news that makes your shoulders drop and your heart unclench. Imagine a message or a letter confirming that what you were waiting for has come through. Imagine for a moment the arrival of an unexpected sum of money. Imagine the sensation of everything working out better than you had planned. Let that feeling bloom in your chest. Let your breath grow smoother, as though your body itself understands that the struggle is over. Let your face soften. Let your belly relax. Let your whole being loosen its grip on tension. Feel yourself becoming the one who already has, the one who no longer needs to chase or strain or grasp. This feeling, this quiet, calm, grounded sense of "I am safe now" is not a side effect of abundance. It is abundance in seed form. This is the creative engine behind every manifestation. Not effort, not discipline, not willpower, but the silent acceptance of the feeling your desire would bring. You do not need to force anything. You do not need to question or doubt or rehearse the how. You only need to feel now what the fulfilled desire would make you feel later. And if abundance brings peace, then peace brings abundance. Hold this gentle certainty just a little longer. Let it settle into you like morning sunlight. And know, not hope, not wish, but know that the state you feel now must clothe itself in the facts of your life. For that is the law, and the law cannot fail. Now, as this morning practice comes to its close, allow me to bless your day in the same spirit with which I blessed the audiences who sat before me many years ago. You have assumed abundance. You have felt security. You have entered the quiet inner room where all creation begins. And now, I send your day before you, prepared, aligned, and made straight. May every door that is necessary for your good open with ease. May every conversation unfold in your favor. May every opportunity that belongs to you come without delay. May the path be cleared, the way be softened, and your steps be guided by the state you now wear. You do not walk into this day as the old self. You walk as the one who is already wealthy, already favored, already chosen. And so I leave you with these final words, words I have spoken many times, words that have shaped the lives of countless men and women who dared to believe. Assume the feeling and walk in faith, for what you have accepted in imagination must show itself in this world. Go now, not hoping, but knowing, not wishing, but assuming, not waiting, but living from the fulfillment of your desire. Your day is blessed, your path is opened, and abundance walks with you.